football season. Tonight's matchup between the Letchworth 2B Determines and your Dansville Mustangs. In about 2 minutes, we're going to get tonight's senior night underway. If you are a senior on the football team, or if you are a parent escorting a senior out onto the field, please meet at the gate down by the scoreboard in the next minute or so, and we'll be calling you out in a moment.
No, not the cord. The fact the crash bar won't open.
Oh, yeah.
No, your cord's the least might.
Can we go out the window or
the other
door?
Once again, senior night will start in about 1 minute. If you're going out on the field as a senior or an escort, please meet at the gate by the scoreboard.
I can just hear Holber and Wager and over, and I says, we should have had 3-4 games in by now, baseball. Oh, please, nail some of this stuff. I'm glad we have to take it. We just moved. I can't find the darn thing. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. All right. What time do you have?
6:16.
All right, let's get the senior night underway. We'd like to recognize the following seniors from the Dansville football team. Number 1 in alphabetical order is Billy Barrett. Billy Barrett is escorted out tonight by his mom, Kathleen Barrett, and his father, Tim Barrett. Billy would like to thank his mom because she's the best mom ever in the whole world, and she's the one who encouraged him to join football. That's good work, Billy, right there. Thank you to the coaches, Welch Jr. and Senior, Coach Mapes and Coach Kirshner, for always pushing him to be the best person he can be. He would not be the football player or person he is today without this coaching staff. Billy would also like to thank his dad for always being at games supporting the team. Last, Billy would like to thank his teammates and especially the seniors that he's made some of the best memories in his life with. Billy's currently a football captain, was captain of the soccer team, and is also on the honor roll. His plans for next fall are to attend FLCC for sports science and physical education. Our next senior is Sawyer Barron. Sawyer is escorted tonight by his mom, Beth Ann Barron, and his father, Nathaniel Barron. Sawyer would like to thank his family for their constant support. Thank you to the football team for accepting and teaching him. Sawyer's earned his varsity D in soccer and has also received the 2019 Livingston County Teen Recognition Award. His plans for next fall are to attend college and be happy. That's a goal for all of us. Our next senior is Gavin Brooks. Gavin is escorted by his parents, Rose Burgoyne and Shannon Brooks. Gavin would like to thank his parents and all of his family and friends for their constant support and helping him become the person he is today. Gavin has performed with the RPO in 2018 and 2019. He's attended all-county chorus, and prior to COVID, he was selected for Boys State, but unfortunately, he was unable to attend. Gavin has earned his varsity letter in cross country and indoor track. His plans for next fall are to get a good job and continue to work his way up from there. Another great goal. Our next senior is Ryan Carnevale. Ryan is escorted by his parents, Kelly Hampshire and Carl Carnevale. Ryan would like to thank his coaches, teachers, and parents that have pushed him to be the best he can be. Ryan has earned his varsity D in football, basketball, and baseball. His plans for next fall are to work full-time and then attend college in the fall of 2022. Next up, we have Cameron Cartwright. Cam is escorted by his parents, Ron and Holly Cartwright, and his siblings, Trinity, Caden, and Easton Cartwright. Cameron would like to thank all of his coaches and a special thank you to his father, who has always pushed him to give it his all on and off the field both. Cameron has earned his varsity letter in football and baseball. His plans for next fall are to attend college to become an electrician. Our next senior is Shane Crandall. Shane is escorted by his parents, Mike and Kim Crandall. Shane would like to give a special thanks to all of the coaches who have pushed him through his sports career, from Coach Kirshner, running them like it was football season during baseball season, to the raddest guy Shane knows. Oh, it's a typo. It says Coach Welch. I think he meant me. No, it's Coach Welch. Coach Welch, you have done more for Dansville in this program than you can imagine. Thank you for dealing with Shane mocking your voice since 7th grade. Last, Shane would like to thank his teammates for being his second family and having his back on and off the field. Shane's a Section 5 Triple B wrestling champion and an LCAA football all-star. His plans for next fall are to attend college and work towards a degree in physical therapy. Next up, we have James Chrissy, also known as JJ Chrissy. He's escorted by his parents, Cassie and Mike Malone. James would like to give a special thanks to all of his coaches, family, and friends for always being there for him and pushing him to be the man he is today. James has earned a varsity letter in football. His plans for next fall are to enter into an apprenticeship for carpentry. Next up, we have Ryan Frazier. Ryan is escorted by his parents, Graham and Barb Frazier. Ryan would like to thank his friends for encouraging him to play football this year, as well as his parents, who've always been there for him through anything he wanted to do. Thank you to all of the coaches for working with Ryan, being a newbie, all while pushing him to do his best. Ryan's a member of National Honor Society, was named the Wegmans Athlete of the Month, and is an LCAA swimming all-star. His plans for next fall are to attend Iowa State and major in agricultural engineering. Iowa? Our next senior is Skylar Hanna. Skylar is escorted by his father, Michael Hanna. Skylar would like to thank all of the teachers and staff that have helped him in so many different ways throughout his school years. His plans for next fall are to get a job as a drywaller and also, hopefully, participate in amateur boxing. Pretty awesome. Next up, we have Nathan LaFay. Nate is escorted by his parents, Tammy Graves and Greg LaFay. Nate would like to thank all of his family and friends for all their endless support and encouragement in everything he does. Nate's a member of the National Technical Honor Society, and he's earned his varsity letter in football, wrestling, and baseball. And I believe he was the Wegmans Athlete of the Month, and that was just announced this week, so that's not even on here yet. His plans for next fall are to attend Alfred State College and major in welding. Next up, we have Aiden Mangano Mays. Aiden is escorted by Brenna Mangano and Ryan Hines. Aiden would like to thank his coaches for instilling a never-quit mentality. Thank you to Brenna and Ryan for always pushing him to do better. Aiden has earned his varsity, his Dansville D, placed first at the 2017 Tech Wars, and has earned his varsity letter in football and cross country. His plans for next fall are to attend college. Next up, we have Aiden O'Connor. Something of an OG. He's escorted by his parents, Tammy and Scott O'Connor. Aiden would like to thank all of the coaches and players for taking a soccer player under their wing and helping him become stronger at a new sport. Aiden has received many awards and achievements while in high school. His plans for the fall are to attend college for social studies education or music education. Next up, we have Gus Swires. Gus is escorted by his parents, June and Joe Swires. Gus would like to thank his family for always being there and supporting him through everything he does. Gus has earned his varsity letter in football. His plans for next fall are to move out of state to join the workforce and maybe attend a trade school in the future. And alphabetically, last but not least, we have Logan Young. Logan is escorted by his mom and stepdad, Jennifer and Dean Bennett. Logan would like to thank all of his coaches who have pushed him along the way to be a better athlete in person every day. Thank you to Mrs. Mark for always being there when he needed someone to talk to. Thank you to all of his friends who he shared memories with and who's been by his side the whole way through. Last, he would like to thank his parents for always having his back and supporting and loving him through the good days and the bad. Logan has earned his varsity letter in football and track and field. His plans for next fall are to attend a community college and earn a business degree, work a few jobs, look into stocks, and most of all, enjoy life. Wish you the best, all of you. Look at all those seniors out there. Big round of applause for all the seniors and their parents and everything else. Thank you, one and all.
I was thinking about it. I said, half the people that can't come can't see the band or hear the band, and none of them want me running my yap while the band is out there. And so, okay, good. He gives me a little break too.
Yep.
Mapes and Chris Murphy. And if you haven't already, please rise and remove your caps while we honor America with the playing of our national anthem today by the Ohio State University Marching Band. Thank you very much. And if you could remain and let's get ready for some football. We would like to remind you that at the end of the contest, please, no spectators are allowed on the field.
Working or no?
No. Said that wasn't even. Yeah. Was that her? I think he's over there. Can you tell who the change is? Chuck Matt. Chuck How you doing?
Out there for Dansville is number 60, Shane Crandall.
Big comeback late in there. I think it was like 42-38 was the final.
Looks like Dansville will receive the opening kickoff.
Let me know.
Officiating tonight's game, by the way, the referee is
What's that?
The mic from this is working, so if you stand next to it, it'll hear you.
Okay, so what am I supposed to?
And the back judge, Todd Burden.
Yeah, if you actually just stand here, it'll pick you up. But for some reason, it's not. Unfortunately, it's going to pick up Andy too.
Well, Hunter Elliott set to kick off for Letchworth as Letchworth and Dansville set to get together here in high school football. The day started feeling more like baseball season. However, well, now it's gone downhill. We could probably play ice hockey out there tonight. Letchworth from left to right in their road white jerseys with black numerals trimmed in charcoal gray. Dansville in their home black jerseys.
Kick is number 7, Hunter Elliott.
Trimmed in white. Dansville Mustangs set to receive, bags deep, Ryan Carnavale. And ladies and gentlemen, this high school football game underway. A squibber taken by one of the upmen for Dansville.
Ball is brought down by number 22.
We don't have a 22 on our roster here, so I'm not sure exactly who made that reception. But at any rate, the Dansville Mustangs are on offense. First down and 10 as we get things underway here at the Mustangs Corral in Dansville. Dansville coming off a 19-0 setback at the hands of Leroy last week. Letchworth falling to Hornell late after having a large lead in their game in Warsaw. So the Mustangs under the center starting in motion, handoff on the right-hand side, jitterbugging outside to the right is Ryan Carnavale.
Handoff to number 7, Ryan Carnavale. Initial contact by Letchworth was by number 11, Eddie Stores. It was a gain of 9.
So the Dansville Mustangs on the move here in this first quarter in their first offensive series. Wide out near side comes Andrew Morrow. He is escorted out there as well by Skylar Hanna to the inside. Mustangs, 2 wideouts left. And Barrett under center now with a full contingent behind him. Second down and 2 from their own 48-yard line. Handoff straight up the middle, getting it the first down, it looks like. Straight ahead power that time, up the gut.
Ball once again to Ryan Carnavale, number 7. Result of the play is a Mustang first down.
First down for the Mustangs at the 50-yard line. So Dansville first down and 10 on the move. Dansville next week on the road in Livonia. The Letchworth squad, they will be hosting Attica next week in Warsaw. You always have to, when you see Letchworth, you're not sure if they're playing in Letchworth or at Warsaw, but next week's game will be in Warsaw. Again, straight up the middle, Barrett gives. Not a whole lot doing there. First man through.
Another handoff to number 7, Ryan Carnavale. Looks like a gain of 3. Initial contact by the Letchworth defensive line. Second and 7 for the Mustangs.
Letchworth territory at the 47-yard line. Drew Morrow condenses the formation from the left side now as Rich Welch calls the play from the near sideline. Second and 7 from the Letchworth 47-yard line. Quick pitch to the left and hit behind the line of scrimmage. Evan Pronto, and he drew a
pitch to number 6, Evan Pronto.
Stores was the first one there to greet him.
Grabbed in the backfield by number 11, Eddie Stores. No gain on the play. Third at maybe a yard. Third and 6.
Third down and about 6 now for Dansville as they have the football at the Letchworth 46-yard line. Short splits to the left-hand side where Drew Morrow is. Wide to the right-hand side is Mays. Barrett under center. Surveys the defense. In motion, the handoff on the right side goes to Carnavale, who sidesteps one would-be tackler. Gets
handoff to Ryan Carnavale.
But
hit initially by number 55, Jamie Cowie. That's a gain of about 3.
Cowie made the stop on the play, and it'll be fourth down in about 3. And Dansville will go for it. 8:50 left to play here in this first quarter. So the Mustangs rolling the dice and gambling early in this one after a very windy day. Tell you, if you would have punted from the left side of the end zone, you could have booted one to Canasarega this morning. 4th and 3. Barrett One man in motion, handoff on the keeper. It's Barrett. He's going to get it, I believe. Depends upon where they spot the football. It looks like he had enough for the first down.
Handoff up the middle to Ryan Carnivale. Result of the play is a Mustang first down.
That's the first down at the 40-yard line. So the Mustangs on the move against the Letchworth defense. First down and 10 at the 40 of Letchworth. 8:12 left to play here in period number 1. Morrow comes near side and tightens the formation on the left. First down and 10. Tight splits up front. So Barrett will set him down with 3 backs to choose from behind him on first and 10 at the 40. Pronto in motion, spun down behind the line of scrimmage, getting in there, Connor Hare. The junior linebacker shot a gap and drops him all the way back to the 47-yard line. Loss of 7, so call it second down and 17. So Hare on the sack. It'll be second down and about 17 for the Dansville Mustangs here on their first offensive series here at Ralph Clemens Field. Morrow shifts to the far side. Aiden Magnano-Mays also over there. Double wing right side now. Mustangs operating from the left side hash mark. Second down and 17. Barrett under center barks out the signals. In motion is Young, takes the quick pitch, tries to cut around the side, but nowhere to go. He runs into Colby Van Slyke, who drops him over there. Picked up a couple. Call it maybe second down and about 16. Make it third down and 16. So Colby Van Slyke makes the tackle. Well, with 6.5 minutes left to play in this first period, Dansville facing a desperate third down and about 17, maybe 18 situation. They marked it a loss on the play on the far side. So Dansville, third down and long. Barrett under center, Morrow wide left side, and in motion Pronto coming near side. A little crossbuck action, handoff in the middle, and it doesn't fool anybody as Letchworth drops Logan Young in his tracks. It'll be fourth down, and Dansville will have to punt.
Fourth down and long. Punt team comes on.
Dansville will have to boot the football away. So, coming in to do the punting, Ryan Carnivale for the Dansville Mustangs, back deep. Eddie Stores for Letchworth. So it'll be fourth down. Let's see which way the breeze is blowing here tonight. It was blowing a gale earlier. Carnivale, good snap from center. Gets a low line drive away. Stores at the 30, escapes one tackler, 35. And is dropped out and about the 27-yard line. Good defensive play that time. Made by Evan Prado on the special teams. Also in on the stop, Gavin Hart. So Letchworth first down and 10 from their own. Let's see, it's going to be about their own 29-yard line. So first down and 10. 5:08 left to play here in the first as Letchworth on their first offensive series. Last week they put up plenty of offense against the Hornell Red Raiders in what wound up being a 42-38 setback. So they'll go from the gun. Letchworth flooding the secondary with 4 receivers. A quick pass right side is completed on the far side that time to Ethan Schroeder.
Pass to number 27.
Austin Williams to Schroeder. So Williams to Schroeder picks up about 3.
By, among others, number 52, Holden Freeman.
Holden Freeman was in on the tackle after a gain of about 3, second down and 7. So Letchworth going immediately to the air. Second down and about 8 as they operate from the right side hash mark. Austin Williams sending a contingent of 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 8. Calls for the football, inside handoff, right side being upended there. Immediately Connor Hare went up and over. Good tackle there. The Dansville Mustangs.
Over by number 7, Ryan
Carnevale got in there. A gain on the play of about 5. Call it third down and about 4 to go. The ball resting just shy of the 34-yard line. So the Dansville Mustangs showing well on defense in their first defensive series with less than 4 minutes to play here in period number 1. 1 wide out short left side, 2 wide outs to the right now as Dansville does some shifting defensively. And Williams surveys the situation for Letchworth. Low snap from center, goes to the right. He's got company in the backfield, and he is dropped from behind. Billy Barrett tracks him down from behind, a loss on the play, all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. So call it 4th down and 10, and Letchworth have to kick the football away. So the Dansville Mustangs do their duty defensively, and Ryan Carnevale drops back to about his own 45-yard line.
So back to punt is number 18, Austin Williams.
So Austin Williams will kick the football away. Good snap from center. High kick, and Carnevale is going to let it hit down, and it takes a Dansville bounce and rolls almost back to midfield where Letchworth downs it at the 47-yard line. So Dansville 1st and 10 from their own 47. And now...
I thought there was a thing on the back there. I didn't know if that's what was the problem.
1st down and 10 from their own 47. Well, it looks like they've moved it up to about the 48-yard line. So Dansville 1st and 10 from about the 48. Barrett under center, wide out to either side. In motion, Pronto left to right, fake the inside handoff. Barrett up the middle, big hole, 50, 25. He's on his way, ladies and gentlemen. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Mustangs, 52 yards. Billy Barrett in the Dansville Mustangs strike first here at Ralph Clemens Field.
Should have been on your swim team, won't you?
We make you do it underwater.
I know you would, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that now. I even read that directly, yeah.
So Billy Barrett excites the Mustang crowd with a 52-yard touchdown run, and Sawyer Barron in to try the PAT. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So 2:34 left to play here at Ralph Clemens Field in Dansville. It's the Mustangs 7, Letchworth nothing.
Letchworth 0.
Letchworth Indians, call them the Warsaw Tigers, call them the Letchworth. I could say with a name like Letchworth, I'd call them the Lumberjacks, but whatever you call them, they're here for football action tonight. And the Dansville Mustangs managed to strike first in this ballgame on a 52-yard quarterback draw by Billy Barrett as he beats the field to the end zone. And now, Dansville have to play. Eddie Stores back deep for the black and white.
They were the Blue Devils, and then Perry was
So, the Dansville Mustangs on the board first with their first score of the year. They were shut out by Leroy last week at Caledonia by a final score of 19-0. So, the monkey off the back there, and little confidence builder for Richie Welch's offense. So now, The Mustangs will kick it away. Sawyer Barron will boot it.
Sawyer Barron
After a
set for the
very
kickoff.
breezy day, that breeze blowing behind the back of Sawyer Barron at this point in time. So Barron to put it in play as Dansville takes a 7-0 lead here. Spring football. A little chipper, and it's going to be taken by one of the up men on the far sideline for Letchworth.
And
It looks like it was Blaze Leon who made the grab. And Letchworth takes over first down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. So Letchworth on their own 42 will go on offense for the second time. Dansville shut them down the first time around, and see what transpires here. They'll operate from the left side hash mark. First down and 10. Tight splits up front this time for Austin Williams and company. Puts a man in motion near side, Ethan Schroeder. Whistles blow, flags fly. So, illegal procedure is the call. So that will cost Letchworth 5 yards, make it a 1st and 15 scenario. Letchworth, Warsaw, both of those teams combining, and of course the Letchworth colors, looks like they've kind of combined just the black and the white from the red and white of Letchworth, and the black from the black and orange from Warsaw. 1st and 15, low snap from center, inside fake, on the keeper, it's Williams around the corner, around to the 40, to the 45, and he's finally shoved out of bounds on the far side. So Austin Williams calls his own number, no relation, picks up about 7, make it 2nd down and 7, football at about the 45-yard line. Dansville with a 7-0 lead in case you've just joined us on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Billy Barrett on a 52-yard quarterback keeper up the middle. Beat the field to the other end, 7-0 Dansville. 2nd and 7 from near midfield. Handoff on the right side after the low snap. The busted play in the Mustangs. Ryan Carnavale and company in on the tackle. Shane Crandall also there. Also on the bottom of the pile for Dansville, Holden Freeman. A gain of about, a loss on the play of about a yard, so call it about 3rd down and 9, we'll say.
3rd and 9. So
the Dansville defense standing tough here in this first quarter as time winds inside of 2 minutes in period number 1. Wide out left goes Eddie Storrs. Wide out right comes Ethan Schroeder. He also, on the near side, Connor Harris. Back to pass, looking to air it deep. Flag on the play. Williams chased out of the pocket, rolling right, airs it out right side. Pass is complete. Was he inbounds or out of bounds? It was Aaron Miller on the reception at the 43-yard line. Looks like it's going to be no gain on the play. A flag, however, we'll see how Richie Welch sees this scenario. He denies the penalty. It'll be 4th down and 9, and Dansville will probably get the ball back anyway, but playing field position, we'll have to wait and see. See if they take the penalty. Offensive holding decline.
And it's a holding call.
Dansville
will
get the football back off the punt. Ryan Carnavale will go back deep. So Carnavale back deep. A holding call.
Carnavale's back to receive.
So Letchworth will have to give it up. 1:27 showing on the clock here at Ralph Clemens Field. I'd love to say capacity crowd on hand, but I guess you can't say that during COVID, can you? So 4th down. Austin Williams doubles as the quarterback and the punter, so you got to watch for something who might be up just a man's sleeve here. Good snap from center. He's going to kick it away. And it's going to hit down at about the 25 of Dansville and roll inside the 20, where the Mustangs will take over at about their own 18.
And the ball
First
is
down and 10.
at the Mustang 18, but first down, Dansville.
Dansville 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line with 57 seconds left to play on their third offensive possession. Their first series netted nothing. Their second, a 52-yard touchdown run on a quarterback draw by Billy Barrett. The kick by Sawyer Barron makes it now a 7-0 lead for the Dansville Mustangs, who are deep in the hole right here. They've got to try and get some breathing room against a pretty tough Letchworth defense, which was tested by the Hornell Red Raiders last week. Letchworth had a huge lead in that game, and only to see Hornell come back in the second half and win the game 42-38. Prado in motion, gets the football, tries to follow a block, gets across the 20, 25-yard line, stood up, and finally dropped.
Number 6, Evan Pronto.
Ethan Schroeder, the junior linebacker, makes the stop. Not before Pronto picks up about 6, no, second down and 4. And the ball resting at just outside of the 25-yard line of the Dansville Mustangs as they try and get a little breathing room here in this first quarter. Clock running down, 23 seconds left to play in this first period. Left side hash marks Barrett. Surveys the Letchworth defense, puts Pronto in motion again. Up the middle, sneaking under a would-be tackler and moving forward and picking up about 2, maybe 3. He might have gotten the first down. Ryan Cannavale, did he get it? He did.
A Mustang first down.
So Cannavale with a first down, and the football resting at the Dansville 30-yard line, and the first period is history. You're watching spring football on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network, through one period of play. It's Dansville 7, Letchworth nothing.
Well, that's not us. Oh, I thought that was us.
So it's not picking up through this at all?
No, so it's picking up on the engine. You're coming through fine. So.
Well, second quarter action set to get underway here at the Mustangs Corral. Dansville, one of the teams who got kind of short-sighted on the shall we say, the level with regards to the schedule. They have only 2 home games, and the remaining home game right here on DMSN will be seen on the 7th of April, which will be a week from this Wednesday, April 7th, when the Hornell Red Raiders are in town for that dreaded Route 36 battle. Dansville and Hornell, April 7th, right here on DMSN. Hope you'll join us then. Kickoff scheduled for 6:30. Well, right here, still a lot more football to play as they change ends. The Dansville Mustangs moving from left to right now. First down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. As we start period number 2, in case you've just joined us, a Billy Barrett 52-yard touchdown run. The lone score of the game, a Sawyer Barron PAT. And that's who we stand. First and 10, Barrett under center. Young in motion. They try to roll to the right side. It's Barrett on the keeper, a little or nothing as the Letchworth defense throws to the short side on the right hand. And no gain. Tackle on the far side. Caleb Maines, it looked like, who stood him up. Second down and 10. Morrow, wide side near, as you view things here from Ralph Clements Field. Richie Welch sending the sign in, and second and 10. Double slot formation, Barrett under center. Second and 10 from his own 30. Again, Young in motion, quick pitch to Young right side. Tries to jitterbug his way inside. Austin Williams, the first one to hit him. And drops him.
20, Logan Young.
Depending upon where they spot the football, no gain. Might have lost a yard. We'll say 3rd and 11.
No real gain on the play.
So third down
10.
and 11. So the Letchworth defense coming to the fore now. trying to stand up the Mustangs, and of course that's all you need is one big play in a series from time to time, and the Dansville Mustangs have got it thus far here in this first half. Shifting near side now, Aiden McNano-Mays to join Drew Morrow on the near side. 3rd down and 11 from their own 29. Barrett under center, 2 slot men, and now Logan Young in motion, and up the middle, the handoff goes to Ryan Carnevale, and he is escorted to the turf right quickly.
Number 7, Ryan Carnevale,
by Nate Houston.
It's a 4th and 9.
Big junior on the interior wall, and it'll be the Dansville Mustangs who will have to punt the football away here in the second quarter.
Number 11, Eddie Stores.
9:56 left to play in this second period. Get a chance to check out the Dansville Marching Mustangs at halftime on DMSN. Those of you who couldn't be with us in person won't miss the excitement and the entertainment. Mustangs with a little bit of a shift on here as Carnevale back waiting for the football, whistles blow, and Dansville's going to take a timeout. I'm not sure everybody was on the same page, didn't look like it, but timeout on the field here on DMSN. You're watching high school football. 9:32 left to play in the second quarter. It's Dansville 7, Letchworth nothing. So Dansville from a punting situation moments ago. Didn't look like everybody was on the same page for the most part, and I think Richie Welch wanted to make sure they were at this point. And now he brings the offense back on the field instead of punting. So the Mustangs will go for it on 4th and 11 from their own 30-yard line. Mustangs gambling in their own territory. Quick pitch to the right side, quarterback option. Carnevale airs it out right side, and it's going to be incomplete. And Letchworth is going to take over, 1st down and 10 at the Dansville 31-yard line.
Unsuccessful. Letchworth takes over on downs.
So Letchworth will get the football back at the Dansville 31-yard line. 1st and 10 with 9:24 left to play. So Letchworth sees the field extremely shortened there by the Dansville Mustangs. Well, it was a good thought, but down 7-0. That lead in dire jeopardy now as Letchworth just 31 yards away from possibly tying this football game up. Double slot formation. Austin Williams out there sends one wide out to the right. Schroeder in motion. Rolls back to pass. Airs it out deep. Right side. Incomplete for a diving Hunter Elliott, who had some distance between himself and the nearest defender for the Dansville Mustangs. Williams showing off that arm. He can throw that football. He can zip it. He showed you right there. Pass a little bit too tall for the diving Hunter Elliott, the senior wideout. So make it 2nd down and 10 from the Dansville 31-yard line. Dansville trying to dodge a bullet here in this second quarter, leading the game 7-0. Wideouts to either side. Williams, inside handoff, Schroeder, and counted from behind. Nice defensive play that time. Evan Pronto makes the tackle.
Number 6, Evan Pronto.
Pronto snuck in there, beat his block, and got Schroeder around the ankles on the misdirection play. No gain on the play. Make it 3rd down and 10. Justin Mann's team sends the offensive play in with Austin Williams. 3rd and 10. Football resting at the Dansville 31. Wide to the right, Eddie Stores. Also in the slot on that side, it's going to be a triple wing formation to the right. Williams from the eye in the gun. gets the football. Right side pass is complete and spun down immediately is Aaron Miller. Miller dropped by the Mustangs. It'll be 4th down.
At once by
So, no gain on the play once again.
number 7,
Dansville, Ryan Carnevale with an outstanding defensive play. And it'll be 4th and 10 from the Dansville 31. So the Mustangs stand a chance of getting this football back. 7:49 showing on the second quarter clock. Dansville with a 7-0 lead. Letchworth up to the line of scrimmage here on 4th down and 10. Again from the gun, double wing short side right. Now they shift to the left side of the formation. Dansville making some defensive adjustments. Williams puts one man in motion. Rolls to the right-hand side, dumps it off in the flat. Pass is complete there. And nothing doing. They get about half of it. Pass was complete to Hunter Elliott, but didn't fool anybody. Dansville drops the ball carrier on the far side right in front of the Letchworth bench, and Dansville takes over on downs, 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line. So Dansville on their own 26-yard line, 1st and 10. 7:11 left to play. Outstanding defensive series by the Mustang defense. 1st and 10 on their own 26. Can the Mustangs get on the board again before halftime? We'll see. 7:11 showing on the clock. Billy Barrett surveys the Letchworth defense as he goes under center. Young in motion, a roll to the right. Young gets the football, dodges one tackler, but cutting back to the inside, there's help there. And it's Connor Harrer who drops him behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 3. Call it 2nd down and 13. Football resting at about the 25-yard line. Somehow I don't think Richie Welch is going to roll the dice again deep in his territory and come up smelling like a rose like he did that last time, I'll tell you. So, Dansville, 2nd and about 13 from their own 25-yard line. Wide splits up front for the Dansville Mustangs. 2 wideouts in the formation, double slot. Barrett inside, handoff. Not a lot of running room there for Ryan Carnevale.
Carnevale brought down by the Letchworth line.
Gain maybe of a yard or so. That would be a generous spot. Call it 3rd down and about 10.
It's like, yeah, 3rd down
Ball
and 10.
resting at about the 28-yard line of Dansville. So Barrett will try it again. Morrow near side right. Rich Welch surveys the playbook, and wide out to the left, I believe, is Logan Young. 3rd down and 10. Pronto in motion, handoff up the middle, and no opening there for Ryan Carnevale as he is wrestled down immediately.
Brought down by, among
Colby
others,
Van
number
Slyke.
48, Colby Van Slyke.
4th down and about 5. Is Dansville going for it? They're going to go for it. 4th and 5.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
So Dansville 4th and 5 at their own 33-yard line. Clock inside of 5 minutes. Left to play in this first half on a chilly spring night in Dansville. It started almost like baseball weather. Faking a start in motion and now settling himself on the far sideline is Young. 4th down, and now in motion goes Young. Handoff up the middle, and out close to the 40-yard line, and getting the 1st down is Carnevale. A little scissors action on the inside, and Carnevale gets the 1st out at the 40-yard line. And the Mustangs keep the drive alive on 4th and 5 with 4.5 minutes left to play in this first half. Wideouts to either side, 1st and 10. Whistles blow, timeout, Letchworth. You're watching high school football on DMSN, the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network. 4:22 left to play in the first half at Ralph Clements Field with your score, Dansville 7, Letchworth nothing. Well, the Letchworth defense breaks their huddle with Justin Mann on the far sideline, and the offensive side of things, Dansville gathered around Richie Welch and company will head back out there, 1st down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. 4:22 left to play here in quarter number 2. Dansville with a 7-0 lead. The lone score of Billy Barrett, 52-yard touchdown run on a quarterback draw up the middle. Hand off right side, Carnivale cuts back inside, 40-45, kicking and bucking his way near midfield, and finally dropped by Nate Husted. Carnivale a gain of about 8, maybe 9, so it'll be 2nd down and 1. So Barrett under center quickly. In motion, Pronto right to left. Quick pitch to Pronto, 1st down into Letchworth territory, turns the corner, 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds at about the 28-yard line of Letchworth.
Pronto, big game, Mustang, 1st down.
At the Letchworth, I believe it's about 28-yard line is where they're going to spot him out. They move the sticks on the far sideline. Let's say it's about the 29-yard line, so 1st and 10. Right side they try, no hole again for Ryan Carnivale as he is dropped immediately. Colby Van Slyke. Gain on the play of about 5, so Carnivale hitting those holes and slipping in the creases there and picking up yardage. 2nd and 5 from the 25 of Letchworth. Barrett with a long snap count. Puts Logan Young in motion, handoff right side. Nothing doing there. They didn't fool anybody that time. Van Slyke, and now a flag on the play at the tail end there. Let's see what that's all about. Maybe a personal foul, don't know. We'll have to wait and see as the officials gather there. Face mask maybe, I don't know. Looked like that occurred after the play was over. Personal foul against Letchworth.
Foul call against Letchworth.
So that will march the football down inside of the 20-yard line and give Dansville a 1st down. Mustangs 1st down and 10. And the football is going to be placed down at about the 10-yard line. So the football resting at the Letchworth 10-yard line. Make it about the 11 or 12 it looks like now where they finally measure it off. So at the Letchworth 12, Dansville 1st down and 10. Barrett under center. One wide out to the left. On the keeper, it's Barrett up the middle. Gets inside to the 5-yard line and shoved back by the Letchworth defense. They still didn't drop him over there. It looks like he may have gotten about half of it. He got inside the 5-yard line, very close to the first down. So Barrett, about 9 yards, call it 2nd and 1 for Dansville at about the 4-yard line. So 2nd and 1 from the 4. The Mustangs on the move, the clock inside of 2 minutes here in this first half. Barrett under center, on the keeper himself, diving forward on the right side. Did he get enough? Let's wait and see. Didn't look like a whole lot of movement up front. Did he get the first down or not? They may have to measure. No, they said he didn't, it looks like. Or are they going to bring the chains out? Are they going to measure or not? 3rd down, and it looked like they're going to bring the chains in. The Dansville Mustangs, 1 week ago, had some trouble offensively up at Caledonia Mumford against the Leroy-Oacton Knights, who shut them out 19-0 last week. Letchworth had no problem offensively as they piled up the points, 38 of them, and their game against Ornell last week. But the problem was the Red Raiders finally got in sync in the second half and came from behind in a huge deficit and surprised and defeated Letchworth by a final score of 42-38 in a wild and woolly affair. Is he short? Looks like
to go for the Mustangs.
It is short. 3rd down and inches. So the Mustangs, 1:37 showing on the clock, will have an opportunity. 2-down territory, no question about it here. Barrett under center, Carnevale behind him. Tight splits up front. Look for Barrett to go straight up the gut himself. And that's what he does. He dives forward. Did he get in the end zone? Did he get in the end zone? He did! Touchdown! Touchdown! Billy Barrett from 4 yards out. And the Mustangs are on the board again. Billy Barrett with a 4-yard run at the 1:26 mark, and Dansville adds to their lead. Are they going to go for 2? It looks like it. So the Mustangs with a 13-0 lead, looking to go for 2. So Barrett under center again as they look for the 2-point conversion. Barrett. 1 man in motion. Right side. It's Carnevale. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Carnevale on the 2-point conversion. 1:26 left to play here in the first half. Here on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. Your score now, Dansville 15, Letchworth nothing. Well, who said that spring football would be a warm affair? I think if we played this morning, it may have been, but certainly not now. Boy, that wind has picked up and the temperature has fallen out the bottom. Temperature at game time about 40 degrees, but with the wind right now, I think we're down well into the 30s. Feels like football weather to me. I don't care whether it's March or September. So, Sawyer Barron will boot it away for the Dansville Mustangs, who lead the game 15-0 with just under a minute and a half left to play in this first half at Ralph Clemens Field. And a little quick kick up the middle, and falling on it immediately, Blaze Leone, and it'll be first down and 10. Letchworth at their own 46-yard line. So let's first down and 10 at their own 46. And let's see what Justin Mann's squad can do here to try and get on the board before halftime. The Dansville Mustangs have been very fortunate defensively, and I'll tell you, Richie Welch, like a riverboat gambler, going on fourth down a couple of times deep in their own territory in the first half. And Dansville, little tangled up on that defensive line of scrimmage, wisely calls timeout. You're watching high school football on DMSN, the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network. Timeout on the field. We're approaching halftime. It's Dansville 15, Letchworth nothing. Hey, did we ever find out who 22 is?
Kevin Douglas.
Thank you. Oh, really? Is it on the roster? Oh, okay. So instead of 82, it's 22. Well, the Dansville Mustangs trying to diagnose things from a defensive perspective as Letchworth tries to get on the board before this first half expires to try and get themselves a little momentum heading into the second half. Austin Williams from the gun, 4 wideouts in the pattern. 1 man in motion near side. And Williams hit behind the line of scrimmage and intentionally grounds it, or did Dansville pick up the football on a fumble? Let's see what they call it. He did look like he intentionally grounded that football all the way back at the 35-yard line. Mustangs were in there quickly, and let's see what the call is going to be. Dansville did actually fall on the football at the 45 of Letchworth. But let's see what the officials say on this. Is it an intentional grounding against Letchworth?
Intentional grounding is called against Letchworth.
So that will back the football up a bit. 1:16 left to play in the first half. Dansville with a 15-0 lead. Well, it looks like if somebody's going to come from behind in this one, Letchworth may have to try and do that in the second half. We'll see how things play out. We still have 1:16 left to play in this first half.
So after the penalty and the loss on the
So
play,
it is now third down
nearly 30.
and about 30 yards to go. Football back at the 30-yard line. Make it third down and 27 to go. Williams puts 1 man in motion. That's Aaron Miller. Back to pass. Airs it out right side. Completes the pass at the 45-yard line to Hunter Elliott. Elliott still not going down yet, but is detained, shall we say, over at the 44-yard line. Gain of about 16 on the play. So, the Mustangs, Preston Bell in on the tackle. It'll be 4th and 11 from their own 46-yard line. So, Justin Mann's team on what could be the final play from scrimmage, 15 seconds left on the clock. Williams to flood the secondary with 4 receivers, and one of those Hail Marys tosses coming up. Rolling near side, steps up in the middle, breaks 1 tackle, and is hit at midfield. And ladies and gentlemen, the first half is history here at Ralph Clemens Field in Dansville. On the Dansville Mustang Sports Network, we've completed 2 periods of play. Your score at halftime: the Dansville Mustangs 15, Letchworth nothing.
And without any further ado, we're going to welcome like to welcome you to the Marching Mustangs 2.0 COVID marching season. Starting out tonight, the drumline of both Cohort A, that's Monday and Tuesday, and Cohort B, Thursday and Friday, are combining efforts for a performance of Bases Away, Funkalicious, and Black Box. Dansville drumline, take it away!
Come on, official. Wave your arms. Yep. I like you.
On a heck of a game, man. Heck of a game.
He's just repeating what you're saying.
By and large.
Basketball season's better. It's a little warmer in there. Yeah.
It is with great pleasure to announce the first performance of the Dansville Marching Mustangs this year.
After a full year of cancellations and with only a week's notice, yes, that's correct, 1 week's notice, the band has found the time to rehearse long hours in a week to present our first show, COVID 2.0 style. Rendered 8 days a week. It's been a hard day's night, Beatles era stuff. Here they come for a performance of Fireball by Pitbull, arranged by Victor Lopez. Take it away, band.
and gentlemen, you're watching high school football on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network from Ralph Clemens Field on this, well, so-called spring-like night. It feels a little bit more like winter is a bite and chill at this point in time after the day started. Almost near 65 degrees. The temperature has fallen off the table, and it certainly feels like football weather at this point. But a heated second half ahead for you here at Ralph Clemens Field in case you've just joined us following the Dansville Marching Mustangs performance at halftime. The Dansville Mustangs football team owns themselves a 15-0 lead after 2 periods of play, and I'll tell you, Richie Welch and his coaching staff are hoping that they own that same sort of lead at the end of this football game, because the Letchworth Warsaw squad has come out of the locker room for this second half hungry and ready to get after Dansville here in the second half. The Dansville Mustangs rolled the dice.
And while we wait for the half to begin, a special recognition needs to go out to Dansville alum Samantha King, the EMT down here at the end of the field, and Andy Patterson, the driver. These two saved a man's life tonight before coming here. Big round of applause for Sam and Andy.
Of course, Letchworth last year.
Thank you for being here and being wherever we need you always.
Hornell Red Raiders. And Hornell put on a surge and won 42-38 in a wild and woolly performance. Dansville will see that same Hornell Red Raider team in their only other home game, which will come up on Wednesday, April 7th. You'll be able to see that game live here on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network, with kickoff slated for 6:30. Next week, Dansville heads off to Livonia to the Doghouse to take on the Bulldogs. Dandy of a ball game brewing up there tonight with Hornell and Livonia getting together. Speaking about Livingston County Division I foes, that one should be a dandy. And Letchworth next week heads back to Warsaw and Tigertown, where they'll take on the Attica Blue Devils to open up week 3 proceedings. So Sawyer Barron and company set to kick the football off here. Letchworth will get the football here to start the second half of action, as the Mustangs in their
Sawyer Barron back to kick.
jerseys set to go from your left to right. Letchworth from right to left. And ladies and gentlemen, second half football is underway from the corral. A little looper over the front end. Football is free. Did Dansville pick it up? The Mustangs say they did, but we got to see what the officials say when they get up off the bottom of the pile. The Dansville Mustangs did get it. Or did they? Let's see. It looked like Jamie Cowie on the bottom of the pile for Letchworth had that football. So I believe, is it Letchworth football or Dansville football? It is Dansville football. Ryan Carnavale with the recovery of the onside kick. Dansville has it. Or do they?
Fix the chains. Chains are back. Your chains are all done. Tell them fix the chains.
The chains.
Announcer.
The chains are apparently in the wrong spot, FYI.
Okay, so the chains gave us the impression that Dansville had the football. Letchworth first down and 10 on their own 40-yard line.
Here we go. Letchworth first and 10.
So it was Letchworth football. So Aaron Williams fakes the inside handoff. Austin Williams spins his way forward across the 40 to about the 42-43.
Keeper
Tackle made on the play
by number 18, Austin Williams. Brought down, grabbed initially by number 66, Gus Swires.
Swires on the stop after a
Gain of about 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8.
So Austin Williams back out there, and Dansville got 2 big plays in the first half, and of course one of them, the 52-yard touchdown run by Billy Barrett. And then of course in the second half, Aiden intentional or a personal foul after a Dansville Mustang first down in Letchworth territory, marched them in scoring position, and it was Barrett again from 4 yards out. Williams rolls to the right, keeps it himself, cuts up field, 45, 50, 45, 40, 30. He's in a foot race down to the 20 to the 15-yard line before he is finally bumped out of bounds by Logan Young.
Austin Williams,
So
a
Austin
long
Williams
run saved by number 20, Logan Young.
with a run
That's
from
a
the line of
Letchworth
scrimmage
first
to the
down.
Dansville. Let's see, they spotted at the Dansville 15-yard line. So Austin Williams calls his own number, and Letchworth is on the move here, less than 2 minutes into this second half of action. So Austin Williams back to the huddle, 1st and 10 from the Dansville 15. Well, the Mustangs have to dig in defensively here. Double wing right side, double wing left side. Williams from the gun with one lone setback behind him. As Letchworth looking to get on the board for the first time in this football game here in the second half. Williams back to pass, he's got time. There's an out, over the middle pass, incomplete. In the end zone.
Pass intended for number.
Like Aaron Miller. Looking for that football in the back of the end zone.
Miller,
Delivered a
number
little
2.
bit too short.
Incomplete.
So call it 2nd down and 10. The Dansville Mustangs dodged the bullet a couple of times in the first half against Letchworth, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. 2nd and 10 from the Dansville 15 after a long run by Austin Williams. Williams once again from the gun, double wing left side, one man in the slot right. In motion, Schroeder from left to right, inside handoff, banging his way up the middle. That time is Connor Hare, the junior running back, runs into some interference as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Dansville stops him right there, little or no gain, so call it, for all practical purposes, 3rd down and 10. Call it 2-down territory for Letchworth. I mean, they don't want to settle for a field goal here and get on the board. 2 scores, and the Mustangs with a 2-point conversion from Ryan Carnevale. One wide out to the right, Schroeder in motion, inside handoff, airs it out over the middle, the pass is complete for a touchdown! And Letchworth's on the board. Eddie Stores on the receiving end of a touchdown pass from 25 yards out. So a 25-yard touchdown pass from Austin Williams to Eddie Stores. And Letchworth's on the board with 9:43 left to play here in this third quarter. It's a 15-6 game. They will go for the one. Hunter Elliott on. And the kick is blocked by Evan Pronto.
And the kick for the extra point is blocked by number 6, Evan Pronto. That makes the score.
So on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network as we start the third quarter. 9:43 left to play, and number 3. It's a new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dansville 15, Letchworth 6. While the Dansville Mustangs now challenged by the Letchworth offensive surge to start this third quarter. And within 3 minutes of the start of the second half, Letchworth is in the end zone. They put up 38 points last week. That's a tribute to the Mustang defense in the first half.
Hunter Elliott set
holding
to
them
kick.
scoreless, but you know you're not going to keep them down for long. So Hunter Elliott will put the foot to it and booms it deep. It's going to go over the head of everybody and into the end zone for a touchback. Dansville will
That's going
get
to be
the
a
first down.
touchback. Dansville will start from their own 20.
So Dansville will take over 1st and 10. Now, in the first half, Dansville got it done both offensively and defensively. Well, here in this second half, Letchworth, their offense has come to life and on the legs and the arm of Austin Williams. That big long run which set up the 25-yard touchdown pass from Austin Williams to Eddie Storrs. So now the Dansville Mustangs have to respond right here, or that momentum is going to keep flowing Letzaw's way. Big series of downs for the Letzaw defense right here, and a huge series of downs for the Dansville offense. Motion, Young, up the middle it goes. It's Carnivale, and he runs into a brick wall.
Hand up to number 7,
That
Ryan
time.
Carnivale.
And
Nothing
he
there,
was
no
stopped
gain.
immediately
First, or
that
second
time.
and
Looked
10.
like Chris Shearing, I believe, or Connor Hare. Connor Hare it was. So no gain on the play. Call it 2nd down and 10. Mustangs have to try and find a seam. Mustangs need a big play right here to try and keep an even keel with the momentum in this football game. Wideouts to either side as Barrett now goes under center for Dansville on a 2nd and 10 call from his own 20. Pronto in motion. It's Logan Young checked that. Jitterbugs his way out to about the 25-yard line. Tries to duck inside.
Logan Young.
But Ethan Schroeder makes the tackle after a gain of 6, make it 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mustangs in the hurry-up offense. One wide out to either side. Morrow near side. Mays to the far side. Mustangs hurry-up offense, not hurrying up very much here at this point in time. Everybody checking their watches. Now they go into the stance. 3rd down and 4 from their own 26. Dansville with the football and a 15-6 lead in the 3rd quarter. Inside handoff, breaking through, getting a first down. Carnivale 30-35 to the 37-yard line.
Hand up to Ryan
Before he is finally tackled. Aaron Miller, Ethan Schroeder, both in on the stop. But Carnivale with a first down run to his own 36-yard line. So Carnivale with a burst and a first down. Wideouts to either side. Dansville on the move. Yet they've got a long way to hit pay dirt, and that's what they really need to do here is put some points on the board in this drive. In motion again, it is Young. Handoff right side through the 40-45-yard line, close to another first down is Carnivale. And again, it's Miller and Schroeder who make the tackle.
27, Ethan Schroeder.
Gain on the play of about 8. 2nd and 2 from the 44 of Dansville. Short split to the right. Morrow. Mays tight on the left-hand side. Where the Mustangs look toward the near sideline. Richie Welch with the call offensively. 2nd and 2 from their own 44. With 6:58 left to play in the 3rd. Barrett under center. Handoff up the middle. He's got the first down. Hitting the hole quickly is Carnivale, and he's got the first.
Another Mustang first down.
Carnivale with another first. And this one at their own 47-yard line. So Dansville on the move, 1st down and 10 now as they move the sticks. Speaking of sticks and Letchworth, Tim McMullen moving south, leaving the Church of Christ up in Castile. And our best wishes to him in his long tenure in this area. Whistles blow, flags fly, somebody jumps offside for Letzaw. So a 5-yard pickup for Dansville on the offside
called against Letzaw. It's a 5-yard penalty.
So put the football in Letchworth territory now at the 47. Dansville aided by the yellow flag there. Second down and about 5. 6 minutes left to play in the third. Dansville with a 15-6 lead. Barrett under center, double slot formation, one wide out left, handoff right side, and bouncing back to the inside is Carnivale, who gets hit immediately. He did get a couple of yards, however. Tackle made that time by Kobe Van Slyke and Blaze Leone also. A gain of a yard, call it 3rd and 3. Ball resting at the Letchworth 45. Dansville in need of another first down to keep this drive alive. 5:26 here in the third quarter. They lead the football game 15-6. Evan Pronto with a block of the extra point could be huge when this thing is all said and done. Handoff right side and very close to a first down. I think that he got it. I think that he got it. Evan Pronto being led by Carnivale and up for a first down. So Pronto being led by Carnivale with a first down at the Letchworth 43-yard line. Dansville patiently and methodically moving the chains, and the clock continues to roll. And I think the Dansville philosophy here is if Letchworth does not have the football, they can't score with it, which is a good philosophy if you can control the football, the clock, and put some points on the board. That's a key right now. Letchworth down by 2 scores after that block of the extra point by Evan Pronto. 1st and 10 at the Letchworth 43-yard line. Young in motion, gets the pitch near side, rolls inside the corner, 35-yard line, spun out of bounds in front of the Mustang bench at about the 34 that time. Eddie Storrs made the tackle. Caleb Rigdon on the carry that time. So Rigdon into the mix for the Mustangs. 2nd down and 3 from the Letchworth 35-yard line. Letchworth with some shuffling on their side of the football now. 2nd down and about a long 3. Billy Barrett sends wideouts to either side. 4:12 showing on the third quarter timer. In motion, Pronto gets the pitch to the left-hand side, trying to turn the corner. He does, gets inside the 30, 25, out of bounds at close to the 20-yard line on the far sideline. Good lateral pursuit by the Letchworth secondary, who chased him down on the far sideline. But Pronto gets a first down at the Letchworth 20-yard line. 4th first down in this series for Dansville. Outstanding job they have done indeed. So now Dansville with 3:45 showing on the timer. Operating from the left side hash marks, 1st down and 10 at the Letchworth 20-yard line. In motion near side, it's Rigdon. Handoff right side, Carnivale gets inside the 15 and is dropped at about the 13-yard line. Tackle made by Aaron Miller and Eddie Storrs, both in on it, but not until Carnivale picks up about 7. Football inside of the 15 at about the 14-yard line. We'll call it 2nd and 4. You got to get to the 10 for the first down. So 2nd and 4. Dansville, 3 minutes and counting left. Now on the right side hash mark, Barrett under center. Handoff up the middle. It's Carnivale, nowhere to go. That hole closed very quickly. Very quickly.
That's a keeper by number 11, Billy Barrett.
And it's going to
Looks
be
like enough for the
down.
Mustangs.
Is it enough for a first down? I don't know.
First down.
It is enough for a first down. So it was Barrett who kept it on that carry. A first down at the Letchworth 10-yard line. The Mustangs 1st and goal. So Barrett under center again. Pronto motioning up the middle. Again, nothing doing there. The Letchworth defense stands tall. Dansville with 2:11 showing on the clock, looking to try and get into the end zone. They desperately need to get some points here. Still a whole nother quarter of football to play here at the Mustangs Corral. We're inside of 2 minutes left to play here in the third. 2nd and goal from the 10, and of course Dansville keeping an eye on that clock. Time is on their side, but boy, would they love to get in the end zone here somehow. Barrett, under center, double slot formation, wideouts to either side. Motion on the misdirection. Pronto cuts up the middle, gets inside of the 10, inside the 5.
Hand up to number 6, Evans.
He gets part of it, but not all of it.
Third and goal
So it's going to be
for the
3rd
Mustangs.
and goal, and the ball is going to be resting at the 5-yard line, it looks like. So 3rd and goal, and let's see, they're going to mark it at about the 6. 3rd and goal from the 6, a gain of 4 on the play for Pronto, as he came from right to left trying to find the hole on a misdirection play. Good quickness showed by that Letchworth defense as we're inside of 1 minute left to play here in the third quarter. So Barrett will set him down. 3rd and goal from the 6. Barrett. In motion is Pronto. Left side. It's Barrett himself. He's not going to get it. He gets around the corner. I believe he got inside the 5-yard line. Might have got a yard or two. So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 4. So 4th and goal from the 4. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line for the Dansville Mustangs. Will they get the play off before this quarter ends? Maybe. 18 seconds showing on the third quarter clock. From the left side hash mark, Barrett on 4th and goal from the 4. Under center. Long snap count, trying to draw Letchworth offside. Will they call timeout? And they do. Well, and that's going to be the end of the quarter.
That brings us to the
So
end
we
of
have
the
completed
third quarter.
3 here
Dansville
at the Corral in
50,
Dansville. You're
6.
watching high school football on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. We head into the fourth quarter with your score at Ralph Clemens Field. Dansville 15, Letchworth 6. Hold on for another 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, the question on Mustangs fans' minds right now is, can Dansville hold Letchworth off for another 12 minutes? Well, it remains to be seen, but here through 3 quarters of play on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network, Dansville with a 15-6 lead. And of course, Letchworth, 2 scores. They've got to get pay dirt twice in some way, shape, or form. But right here, the Dansville Mustangs with a huge 4th down and goal from about their own 4-yard, or from the Letchworth 4-yard line. So Dansville,
4th and goal play.
4th and goal. Barrett sets him down as we start number 4. Some shifting going on up front for Letchworth, and now in motion Pronto. Retreats, whistles blow, flags fly. Is it illegal motion? That's the question. And it is. And now it will change the complexion of this play drastically. Instead of 4th and goal from the 4, it's going to be 4th and goal from the 9-yard line. So, Mustangs On an illegal motion play, 4th and goal from the 9-yard line now. Billy Barrett and company look to Rich Welch in his sideline. See what the Mustangs can try and pull out of the hat here on a 4th and goal from the Letchworth 9. Barrett under center, surveys things, puts Pronto in motion, whistle blow, flags fly, illegal procedure on Dansville again.
Another flag on the play against Dansville once again, further back, 4th and goal.
So now it's going to be 4th and goal from the 14th as the Dansville Mustangs throw it in reverse. So Aaron Morrow goes, or check it, Drew Morrow goes wide right. Mays goes wide left as they shift. And now it's 4th and goal from the 14. So the Mustangs, Billy Barrett under center, makes the call from there, rolls back to pass, airs it out deep, end zone, right side, pass is going for a touchdown! Going for a touchdown, Drew Morrow on the reception! Drew Morrow on the reception and a 14-yard touchdown pass!
Drew Morrow!
Oh my goodness! Talk about dramatic! Billy Barrett to Drew Morrow on a 14-yard pass play, and with 11:49 left to go, Dansville has extended their lead to 21-6. Oh my goodness, aired it out there, and somehow, some way, Drew Morrow came up with that football. And the bad snap from center on the keeper, rolling to the right is Carnivale. He's not going to get in. No good on the PAT. There's 11:48 left to play in this football game on the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network. Your score now, Dansville 21, Letchworth 6.
But I think I will have to say it again. Of course, you know the thing is now, everyone's parked over there, and everyone's sitting here. What's the best way to get there? Yeah, that's fine, as long as yeah, I know. Can I say you're going to bust skulls? Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. But I asked.
Well, the Dansville Mustangs with a huge score there. Yet, boy, that extra point would have certainly helped matters some. But at any rate, the Dansville Mustang defense looking to dig in for another 11:48. 12 seconds into this fourth quarter, Dansville on the board on a Billy Barrett to Drew Morrow 14-yard touchdown pass. And I have no clue how Drew Morrow came up with that. One of the Letchworth defenders was right in front of him. Football is touched at the 50-yard line. Did Dansville recover? They did! Dansville recovers the onside kick. Dansville recovers the onside kick. I'm not sure who came up with it, but Dansville recovers the onside kick. And they have the football 1st and 10 at the Letchworth 48-yard line. So Dansville recovers the onside, and now the clock on Dansville's side, and they have the football. That is a winning recipe if you can hold on to the football, control the football, and control the clock. That play itself only took 1 second, so you got a long time to go. Billy Barrett under center. Wideouts to either side. Letchworth threatening blitz. On the keeper up the middle, sneaking through for a yard or two maybe, is Ryan Carnivale.
Gain of
Carnivale
2. Second down and 8.
He's got to be, what, 5'7" and maybe about 120 pounds dripping wet. If that. He has got a world of quickness, however. And he is durable. Second down and 8. A gain of 2 on the play. Dansville is going to keep an eye on that clock before snapping that football, that's for sure. Second and 8. At the Letchworth, whistles blow and a flag fly. Too much time. Delay of game. So Dansville.
Flag on the play, delay of
The
game
delay.
called against the Mustangs.
Now we'll move the
Bring it
football
back 5
back
yards.
to their own 49-yard line. So call it second down and 15 now. Mustangs put it in reverse down on the goal line moments ago, but managed to recover. Let's see what happens here. Second and 15 from near midfield. Rigdon in motion. Handoff on the misdirection. Pronto, 50, 45, cuts inside 40. A flag on the play, 30, 25, 20. He's off to the races. He's going all the way, but there is a flag on the play back at the 38-yard line. There is a flag on the play back at the 38-yard line. Illegal block, possibly, a clip, maybe. Bring it back, they say. So, a nice long run will be brought back, holding against Dansville. Holding against the Mustangs. So, instead of it being a 51-yard touchdown run, it turns into a second down and, about 13 to go.
Second down and 13 for
On the
Mustangs.
49-yard line of Letchworth, as the infraction marked off from the point of the penalty. So Dansville second and 13 from just shy of midfield. 2 wideouts right. Rigdon going that way. Inside is Pronto to the 50. Breaks the tackle. Gets down to about the 46 of Letchworth. A gain on the play of about 5. Make it third down and about 8. Third and 8 at the Letchworth 45-yard line. The clock, 9:40 and counting. Dansville with a 21-6 lead. And right now, possession of the football is prime concern for Dansville. Third down and 8. 46-yard line of Letchworth. 9:18 left. 9:17. Barrett under center. Rigdon in motion, falls down on the keeper. It's Barrett inside the 40. Hit immediately at the 40-yard line by Hunter Elliott and thrown to the turf. He is short of the first down. It'll be fourth down and probably about 4, we're going to guess. Ball at the 41-yard line of Letchworth. They got to get to about the 37. So we'll call it 4th and 4. And from the Letchworth 41-yard line. Dansville 4th and 4. Can they convert on yet another big 4th down call? We'll see. Dansville needs it to keep that clock moving. Letchworth, of course, needs to get that football back and strike quickly. 4th and 4 from the 41 of Letchworth. Quick pitch, Pronto, left side, 40, dives through, he's got the first down, inside the 35-yard line to the 34. He's hit by Eddie Scores, but not until he gets the first down. Pronto with the first down at the Letchworth 35-yard line is where they're going to spot it. He had to get to the 37, got that by 2. Mays wide right. Drew Morrow lines up as a tight end on the left side of the formation. The clock down to 7:50. Dansville with a 21-6 lead over Letchworth here, and one of their only 2 home games. It was senior night here. 14 seniors on this Dansville club were saluted before the ball game. In motion again, Pronto near side, back to pass. Barrett airing it out, deep, going long, and it's incomplete, intended for Morrow and or Mays. Both of them were there near the end zone. So
Morrow, incomplete.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
From the 35 of Letchworth. And I'll tell you, Barrett didn't overthrow that pass by much. Morrow, maybe about a foot away, and Mays maybe about a foot and a half away down in the end zone. 2nd down and 10. Wideouts to either side. It's Pronto motioning near side. He gets the football, cuts back inside, now outside to the 30, uses a block, gets out of bounds at about the 35 of Letchworth. It is not enough for a 1st down, but it will bring up 3rd down and very short. Call it 2 down territory as Pronto comes off of the field. Pronto very close to a 1st down. We're going to call it 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1.
The clock continues to roll on the snap. 7:04 showing on the timer. 3rd down and 1. 2 down territory. Don't be surprised if Barrett calls his own number and goes up the gut. In motion is Rigdon. Handoff right side. Carnavelli's got it. Right side exploits the Letchworth defense, gets inside the 25-yard line.
That's a
and gets
Mustang
a
1st down.
Carnavelli with a 1st down at the Letchworth. Let's see, they're going to spot it down at about the 26. Dansville doing an outstanding job of managing the clock. Getting a lead as we are inside of 6:40 left to play in this football game. Dansville with a 21-6 lead. They're on the Letchworth 21-yard line. 1st down and 10. Slot formation. Pronto in motion. Inside handoff. It's Carnavelli. Spun back to the inside. He was hit initially there. Blaze Leone spun him back to the inside where the help finished him off.
7, Ryan Carnavelli.
Looked like
hit by
Caleb Maines was in there on the stop.
66, Blaze Leone.
So a gain of 1,
No
call
gain
it
on the play.
2nd and 9. 2nd down and 9. 6 minutes left to play in the football game. Boy, if Dansville can get on the board here somehow. Wow. So the Mustangs, Barrett, double slot formation, wideouts to either side on 2nd and 9. Rigdon in motion. Quick pitch, Rigdon, right side. Turns the corner inside the 20, 15. It looks like he's got the 1st down on the far sideline. Let's see where they marked him out of bounds. I believe Rigdon got that 1st down. Dansville says that they did. Let's see what the officials say, and the official is too. So Rigdon picks up the 1st down at the Letchworth 15-yard line. And the clock continues to count at 5:29. So the Dansville Mustangs next week head to the doghouse in Livonia. Then they come back here on the 7th of April for their final home game of the year against Hornell. We'll have it for you live here on DMSN, the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network, at 6:30 that night. On a rare Wednesday. Handoff up the middle, and not only did he hand the football away, he handed away the punishment as well. It's Carnavelli.
Handoff to Carnavelli, nothing there. 2nd and
Garrett
goal.
Kemp, the sophomore defensive lineman, was the first man to get to him. No gain on the play, if any. Whistle, and Letchworth has called timeout. So, on the Dansville Mustangs Sports Network, Ralph Clements Field in Dansville on senior night, 4:47 left to play in this football game. Your score, Dansville 21, Letchworth 6.
He's a swim coach, folks. He's a swim coach.
Well, senior night for the Dansville Mustangs as we salute Sawyer Barron, Ryan Carnevale, Billy Barrett, Logan Young, Skylar Hanna, Aiden O'Connor, Gavin Brooks, Nate LaFay, Cam Cartwright, Shane Crandall, Gus Swires, J.J. Chrissy, Ryan Frazier, and Aiden Magnano Mays, who are all spotlighted before the ball game with their parents and families. Dansville 2nd down and 10 from the Letchworth. It's like about the Letchworth 10-yard line at this point. In motion Rigdon. And a quick pitch to Rigdon that cuts inside and gets the football but doesn't get any real estate. He is dragged down quickly, and I'm telling you, that was a very dangerous flip by Billy Barrett into traffic over there. Somebody could have picked that up and gone the other way, but Rigdon ended up with the football and went right down. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down. And play continues at the Letchworth 11-yard line. Timeout by the Mustangs. 4:35 left to go in this football game. It's still Dansville 21, Letchworth 6. Now, 3rd down situation for the Dansville Mustangs. 3rd and goal from the 10, it looks like. Barrett on the right side hash marks. Clock at 4:35. Dansville would like to get some points on the board in some way, shape, or form, whether by a touchdown or a field goal. Barrett, Rigdon in motion, gets the quick pitch to the right-hand side, cuts back inside against the grain, gets down close to the 5, but does not get in. So, if nothing else at this point in time, if Dansville does not get in, at least they are eating up valuable time. And now, Letchworth is going to call timeout. So, on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network, you're watching high school football spring style here at Ralph Clemens Field on senior night. It's Dansville 21, Letchworth 6. Stay disconnected.
Commercial break.
We're doing better if we can waste this last 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Without anything miraculous happening, going the other way. Well, Dansville on 4th and goal from about the 8-yard line. Far side, Billy Barrett sets him down. 4:15 left to play in this football game. Barrett surveys the Letchworth defense. Under center, barks out the signals. Back to pass, airs it out over the middle pass. Touchdown Mustangs! Touchdown Mustangs! Evan Pronto! Evan Pronto! So Barrett to Pronto on a 9-yard touchdown pass. And the Mustangs have struck again. 4:09 left to play in this football game. And Dansville has extended their lead to 27-6. Sawyer Barron on for the PAT. Out of the hold of Ryan Carnevale. Last time, bad snap assailed the Mustangs. Good snap from center this time. The kick is low, and it is through, though. It made it through the corner of the big old post. 4:09 left to play in this football game on senior night at Ralph Clemens Field. On the Dansville Mustang Sports Network, your score now, The Dansville Mustangs 28, Letchworth 6. Well, the Dansville Mustangs with a 28-6 lead over Letchworth. Yet 4 minutes can be an eternity of time in high school sports, and I don't care what sport it is. The Dansville Mustangs know that there is still work to do, and until that clock shows 0-0-0, they're going to have to give 150% effort to hang on to this one here. Aiden O'Connor tees the ball up. And Sawyer Barron.
24, Aiden O'Connor.
It's going to be O'Connor will kick it away. 4:09 left to play in the football game. Eddie Storrs back deep. And boots it right side. And the ball is dropped at the 25, but picked up 30. And the Mustang special teams dropped the ball carrier, Bailey Shell, the freshman, back at the 25-yard line. So Letchworth, first down and 10,
21, Bailey Shell.
at their own 25-yard line.
Nate LaFay.
Nate LaFay on the special team coverage for the Dansville Mustangs. Now, Letchworth has to strike quickly. And Dansville has got to stand tall defensively. And of course, it will prolong this game if they go to the air and it's incomplete. It will prolong things because the clock will stop. So, Austin Williams from the gun. Drop the pass, right side, airs it out deep down the middle, and he's got Miller at the 35-yard line, at the 20, and he's collared from behind. Big play right there, both offensively and defensively. Rigdon on the
Huge passing gain, however, a flag on the field.
flag on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Williams to Miller. Rigdon on the tackle.
And it's against Dansville.
It's against the Mustangs, the flag.
Stands. Long pass to number 2, Aaron Miller.
So Aaron Miller makes the reception. Rigdon makes the saving tackle at the Dansville 15-yard line. So you talk about striking quick. This crowd has gone silent. 3:47 left to play in this football game. Dansville with a 28-6 lead. So the officials getting together here for a moment. So, long pass from Austin Williams to Aaron Miller. So, the Mustangs inside of the 10-yard line, first down and goal. Williams back, right side pass. Takes it right side, trying to go up and over and into the end zone, and not getting there is Hunter Elliott. He's got the first down. Elliott, Williams to Elliott for a first down at the Dansville.
At the goal line.
The Dansville 1-yard line.
Oh, come on.
Whistles blow, flags fly.
Here's a flag.
Illegal procedure against Letchworth.
Motion against Letchworth.
So a procedure penalty. Letchworth will march backwards with 3:11 left to play in the football game. The clock stopped. And that's exactly what head coach Justin Mann likes to see at this point in time. So, second down and goal from the 6. Austin Williams from the gun, 2 wideouts to either side. Williams back to pass, rolls to the left, airs it out for the middle of the end zone and throws it out of the back of the end zone, intended for Hunter Elliott. 2:43 left to play in the game. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. Long pass play from the Letchworth 25 to the Dansville 15. About a 60-yard pass play has set this potential score up for Letchworth, but an illegal procedure penalty has thrown a monkey wrench into it temporarily. 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Austin Williams, the snap from center, keeps it himself. Rushes toward the end zone. Did he spin into the end zone or did he? No, he did not get in, they said. They said he did not get in. The Mustangs kept him out of the end zone. The clock continues to roll. 2:27. 4th and goal from the 1. 4th and goal. Austin Williams setting him up. 2:15 left to play. Williams going straight ahead. Did he get in? No indication from the officials. Apparently he did not. He did get in. There we go. So Austin Williams with a 1-yard run with 2:02 showing on the clock makes it a 28-12 Dansville lead. See if Letchworth is going to go for 2. Yet it would turn it into a 2-score game with 2 minutes left to play. Do not say it's impossible, that's for sure. I think Letchworth thought that last week when Hornell came from behind and defeated them 42-38. So Austin Williams on the 2-point conversion from the gun, rolls to the right, chase back the opposite way, rolls to the left and breaks a tackle and is driven. Did he get in or did he not? He did get in. He snuck into the corner. So Williams with a 2-point conversion. 2:02 left to play in this football game now. So here we go down the stretch, ladies and gentlemen, on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. It's Dansville 28, Letchworth 14. Well, it's going to be one of those situations where turnabout is fair play. Don't be surprised right here, ladies and gentlemen. If Hunter Elliott tries the onside kick, the Dansville Mustangs were fortunate enough to recover a couple of them early in this football game. And now let's see how Letchworth makes out right here in a 28-14 game with 2:02 left to play. And a little squibber, and it's not going to quite make it the 10 yards, in Dansville takes over 1st down and 10 at midfield. So the Mustangs take over 1st down and 10 at midfield with a chance to run out some, if not all, of the clock, depending upon the Mustangs' fortunes or misfortunes here in these final minutes of play. And they can be long minutes right here, let me tell you. 28-14, a 2-score game for Letchworth. Dansville with the lead and the clock on their side. I believe Letchworth has one timeout left, if I'm not mistaken. So, Billy Barrett with the football, one lone setback, and he kneels down and gets the clock to run. I don't believe Letchworth has a timeout left, and that's probably why the clock has not even started. The clock hasn't even started. So we'll have to wait and see from the officials exactly what the official time is on the field now. They'll let it run down. Letchworth does not have a timeout left. Dansville could kill the clock right here and win this football game. So, Billy Barrett comes up under center, looking to genuflect, go to church, and pray about a Dansville big victory here on senior night at Ralph Clements Field. Steps back, puts the knee down. A minute 13 left to play.
So as time expires on the
So
game,
Dansville,
I'd like to remind everybody, please do not stop and or congregate on the field after the game is over. Please keep
clock
moving
down
and
to
exit
58.
the facility. Thank you.
And Barrett will get to kneel down once more as they keep an eye on the clock with 49 seconds left to go. And the clock continues to roll. And now, with 42 seconds left to go, he calls for the snap of the football. And we'll take a step back and kneel down with 30 seconds left to go. And ladies and gentlemen, count it down if you will. The Dansville Mustangs have surprised and shocked Letchworth here tonight on Dansville Senior Night on DMSN. The Dansville Mustangs Sports Network. The Dansville Mustangs win it at home here tonight and even their record at 1-1. Final score tonight from Ralph Clements Field. The Dansville Mustangs 28, Letchworth 14. We'll be back to wrap it up for you in just a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 14 seniors were saluted here tonight at Ralph Clements Field in Dansville, and the 14 seniors and a few more turned around and saluted the fans with a 28-14 victory as the Dansville Mustangs shock Letchworth here tonight at Ralph Clements Field in Dansville. The Mustangs held a potent Letchworth offense scoreless in the first half as Billy Barrett went 52 yards on a quarterback keeper on the Mustangs' second possession. Sawyer Barron's extra point made it 7-0. The Mustangs extended that lead to 15-0 late in the first half when Billy Barrett went 4 yards on a touchdown run, and then Ryan Carnevale raced into the end zone, and Dansville held a 15-0 lead at the half. Well, Letchworth came out hungry in the third quarter and got on the board. A 25-yard touchdown pass from Austin Williams to Eddie Storrs made it 15-6 as Evan Pronto blocked the extra point for the Dansville Mustangs. The Mustangs were not done then. They started playing ball control football. They put together a drive that had 5 first downs in it and culminated it after 3 consecutive penalties with a 14-yard Billy Barrett to Drew Morrow touchdown pass, making it 21-6 with 11:49 left to play in the football game. The Mustangs would get on the board once more with 4:09 left to play in the game when Billy Barrett found Evan Pronto on a 9-yard pass play, making it 28-6. Letchworth went to work, went deep, set themselves up for an Austin Williams 1-yard touchdown run, but Letchworth would run out of time on this night, and the Dansville Mustangs are at the 500 mark and celebrate senior night with a win here in front of the hometown fans by a final score of 28-14. Well, a dandy of an evening for the Dansville faithful for sure indeed here tonight. The Dansville Mustangs head on the road and visit the Livonia Bulldogs next Thursday night at 6:30, and they take on the Bulldogs at the Doghouse. Meanwhile, Letchworth heads back to Tigertown with a record of 0-2 and a couple of tough losses for Letchworth, as they will host the Attica Blue Devils next Thursday night as well. Don't forget to check out our next telecast of Dansville Mustang football on the Dansville Mustang Sports Network on Wednesday, April the 7th, when the Hornell Red Raiders come north up Route 36 to take on the Dansville Mustangs. Game time at 6:30. Well, our thanks to you for tuning in. Our thanks to Mike Birmingham on the technical end of things as well. May God bless you wherever you might be tonight. Your final score tonight in spring football here on DMSN, the Dansville Mustang Sports Network. The frenzied faithful head home happy here tonight. Dansville 28, Letchworth 14. Good night, everybody.